Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You chilling with EA? Yeah, I'm still in Da Nang, and I'm going to be in Da Nang until the 18th. Of course, I decided not to make that trip to the Philippines. There's quite a few things going on in the Philippines right now. They've had some rather horrific weather situations there. They had some monsoons. They have extensive flooding. A lot of folks lost their lives, unfortunately. They've had like 2 earthquakes in the last 60 days. So I don't think it's a good time, to just voluntarily travel there with all the things that are going on, all the work, the infrastructure issues that they have right now. So I decided to forego that. And actually, as a result of it, I'm going to be cutting my trip short by a week. I was originally scheduled to return back to the U.S. on the 28th. Now I'll be returning back on the 21st and so forth. So, but nevertheless, I wanted to come out and give you an intro to a video that I shot, some content that I created while I was in Pattaya, walking along the beach, talking to the native Thais, filming, their everyday, lifestyle, how they went about their business, doing what they do, showing you some of the exteriors of some of the buildings and the structures there, right on the beach. I think I went on to the beach itself, talked to some of the street vendors and so forth. A very interesting tour, and I really enjoyed it a lot. Honestly, the Thai people are so gracious, just so kind, and so warm and so inviting. They humble me. They really do. But nevertheless, I want to just shoot a quick intro to that particular video. Hope you like it. Let me know what you like in the comments. Let me know what you like about it. Yeah, y'all know I'm rolling like a nomad, right? Like a pioneer, and I'm traveling light. I have only carry-on, so I'm having to everything that I have is wash and wear. So what I did, remember back in the day when Mom and them used to put the clothes inside the bathtub or the little metal pan. I don't know how old y'all are, right? And they would wash the clothes and hang them out on the line. Well, I'm going to show y'all what I had to do. This is how I'm living right now, and I'm loving it. Yeah, check out my gear, y'all. Check out my gear. I got my shorts over here, right? I got more shorts. Yeah, I got my underwear. You can look at them. They're clean, baby. My underwear clean. I still got some more. In fact, I have 2 balconies. I have clothing on the other side as well as on this side. I got my socks down there. Strictly wash and wear, man. Being as thrifty, and as creative as I can possibly be. Let me see if you can see. That's my other balcony right over there on that side. But I have clothes hanging out there too. So you got to make it do what it do, right? If it goes okay, wash and wear, it doesn't really matter. I'm still spliffy, baby. EA, baby. I'm still spliffy. But look, until the next video, look, love y'all. Keep the comments coming. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the prayers. I really appreciate it. All right, so we're going to go and get into the next video. All right, we'll fly out on the 21st. Hey, love y'all. Peace. Today is the actual date is it's November the 10th. Waking up this morning in Pattaya, Thailand. Waking up this morning in Pattaya, Thailand. My second day in Pattaya, Thailand. It's November the 10th. Gonna be rolling out of here tomorrow at on the 11th. Headed back to Bangkok. But it's an overcast morning. It's really overcast this morning. But I'm gonna take me a little walk, a little stroll along the beach. It's approximately 8:05 in the morning. Today's agenda, we want to check out a couple of condos or villas here in Pattaya. We also want to hit the mall. We're gonna check out the mall. There's a very popular mall here. It's called I think it's called Terminal 21. Got to see if I can locate me another camera battery. Sadika. As you can see, the Thai business community, they're out early, getting set up. One thing I've observed in the 3 or 4 days I've been here in Thailand. Again, this is Pattaya. Pattaya is approximately 2 hours from Bangkok. Pattaya is 2 hours from Bangkok. I'm not sure if it's southeast of Bangkok, but it's 2 hours of from Bangkok. And Pattaya is more of the beach vacationish area in Thailand. It's where folks come when they want to experience and get some, spend some time out on the beach, close to the water. But several things I've observed riding around last night. Had opportunity to visit the culture lounge and cafe, and you'll see that on the video. You've probably already seen that on the video prior to this one. Covering my first day in Pattaya, which was was fun, a lot of fun. From the time I arrived on the rocky, open cattle truck-like taxi to the evening experience, jazz vibe, experiencing that nice jazz vibe at the culture, spelled with a Q, culture jazz lounge and cafe. But yeah, I'm out this morning, just strolling, just chilling, getting my walk in. Try to get in probably about a couple of miles this morning. Off in the distance, as you can see, there's again a shot of the city. And I think that's what we'll be today. We're going to be visiting one or a couple of those condos over there. See what they have to offer. Because I dig Pattaya. Pattaya is not as large as Bangkok. It's not as does not have the same infrastructure as Bangkok, but it in its own right, it has its own vibe, and it's wonderful. high-spirited place. One of the things I observed about the Thais, yes, they're kind, they're very courteous, they're very pleasant people, but they are some of the most laid-back people I've ever encountered. And what's more so obvious is that when you come here, you have to leave whatever attitude or mindset you had before arriving. You really have to leave that. You really have to leave that at the door, at the airport, before coming into the city. You have to leave that, because the attitude and the spirit of these folks is contagious. I mean, you know, it grows on you to the point that you have to return what you're getting, man. You have to return what you're getting. You have to return the kindness, the courtesy, the consideration, just the good spirit and the good vibe that they're sending off to you. You have to return it. But getting back to my original point, what I've observed about the Thais is that they are, in addition to being just kind people, they are very, very laid back, man. They are laid back. They are so chill. They are not in a hurry to do anything or go anywhere. They will grab a chair, get under a tree, and chill out and go to sleep. Guys on the motorcycles that are motorcycle taxis. The motorcycle taxis, they will pull their motorcycles over, somehow find a way to stretch out on the motorcycle, just to chill. You know, of course, the Thai baht, it's starting to gain a little ground on the dollar, but still, you still get more for your dollar, far more for your dollar here than you're going to get in the United States. And even though some would look at many of the Thai people and say that Thailand is an impoverished type nation, you wouldn't know it, man. Because the Thais, man, everybody has a hustle. Everybody has a hustle. Everybody is doing something. Everybody's working. They're finding work. They're doing something. They're being productive. You know, they're making sure that they matter. They don't have the social aid programs that we have in the West. Although the healthcare system here is fantastic, it's awesome. But they are just a happy people. They appear to be a happy people. They are content. They remind me of the adage that they live by, the adage that there's always somebody doing worse than you are. And also, stop complaining, because nobody's listening. And you know, in the evening, they're out in the daytime, and they are out at nighttime. I mean, when I tell you they out at nighttime, man, look. Everywhere you go, every street you turn down, every alley you look down, there is some type of commerce going on. And in addition to that, don't worry about getting hungry. Don't worry about being too far away from some place to eat. Man, There is food being served, prepared all around you. All around you. Street vendors, all around you. You know, the truck vendors serve food in different places in the U.S. You know, the food trucks, if you will. Man, there's no comparison to the types of setups that they have here, because they are everywhere. They use any means necessary. Look at that. That's freshly picked. Those are freshly picked coconuts right there. Freshly picked coconuts. Freshly picked. They cut those today. This morning. And I guarantee you, my man right there eating some noodles. I bet he eating. Look at it. See, he calling me over. Sadaka, how are you? What? Man, that look good. That look good. That look good. He got, what is he eating there? He got some rice there. He got some rice and some vegetables, some chicken. Look at that. That's right out of ramen. The ramen, man, that's real ramen there. That's real Thai food right there. That's genuine. That's the genuine Thai food. He just called me over to greet me. He just called me over. And you have folks out here working out. And one of the things you notice, there's a lot of Americans over here, which are affectionately called expats. Americans, lots of Russians over here, Indians, Australians, Middle Easterners, Indians, Mexicans. And I say, well, you know what? Everybody's identity is intact. They are truly about community, but there's no exclusion. There is no exclusion whatsoever. There's a very active just side street right there. She got her chicken wings out here this morning. Sadika. How are y'all this morning? Good. And this is how they serve the food that they're preparing. They put it in little plastic bags, like so. That's chicken right there, chicken noodles. What is that? Thai food. Thai food? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look at that, man. Looks good. Early in the morning. And this is what they do. Check this out. They're cooking right here. There's a stove right there. That is the stove right there. That is the stove. Sadika. Oh, and the other thing is, on every block, there's a man eating his rice. On every block, there's a massage parlor. On every block, there's a massage parlor. Now, don't ask me if whether or not they're actually giving massages. I assume at some point they are. And I'm assuming they're giving some type of massages. Sadika. Sadika. There's the Hilton Central Pattaya Hotel. And the other thing, I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why I'm so attracted to Pattaya, to Bangkok, to the Southeast Asia, is that you can amass a lot here on, if you're, your retirement income. You can live comfortably here for about $2,000 a month. Rents less under $300, $400 a month. I'm talking about really nice places that you would pay close to about $1,200, $1,400 for in the United States. So, I mean, it's not about having plenty here. The lifestyle is more minimalist, but it's valuable. And I think the reason I say it's not a land of plenty, you don't feel as though you need a lot. You never get the impression that you need a lot of anything. You realize that less is more over here. I'm gonna tell you. Got a guy? Less is more. Nobody cares what you have over here. Nobody cares what kind of car you drive. Nobody cares what type of bag you carry, Nobody cares about stuff like that. Those things are not focal points. Sadika. Yeah, those things are not given any real emphasis. I mean, people just come out. Nobody's looking to. There's that message you get when you step foot. If you I don't know if you've ever stepped foot in a Planet Fitness. I'm a member, and there's a big sign on the wall that says, "This is the no judgment zone." And let me tell you something. In Southeast Asia, there is no judgment. There is no judgment. There is no feeling that you'll have, or a perception of the big I's and little U's. None of that. Of course, there's classes, there's stratifications, economic stratifications, but it is what it is. Nobody's complaining. Folks are not complaining because, you have more and they have less. They don't care. They really don't care. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something that I observed. This is something I've learned through my research. What they despise and really dislike most are those that are braggadocious. They do not like bragging, people that brag and people that flaunt, and people that are show-offs. They will separate themselves from you in the kindest way. They will separate themselves from you. What matters to the Thais is how kind you are, your humility. And here in Thailand, what really matters is character. And what really matters here is character. And I think that's what attracts so many foreigners. Because foreigners get tired of the rat race, man. trying to have more, trying to have a better car, more cars, trying to have a bigger house with more things in it, trying to have more clothes in your closet than you'll ever wear, trying to eat at the best restaurants and show others that you can. Those things are draining, man. They're draining. Pretension wears you down. Pretense wears you down. It really, really does. Sarika? That looks good right there, that rice. I gotta get my workout on first before I eat anything. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get off track here. I know, but even though I've eaten I've been eating a modest amount. I don't feel heavy. I done lost weight in the few days I've been here. I have lost weight in the few days I've been here. Because, again, I think I mentioned before, the food don't have the fillers in it, all the preservatives. What you see out here, this food is fresh. They get their chicken, they cook their chickens fresh. There's no preservatives in their chicken. Let me say this. There's no preservatives in their chicken. There's no chemicals on their veggies to make them look like they were just picked yesterday or today. And in fact, they were probably shipped from Tijuana 2 weeks ago. And you look at the people there, they appear to be in very good health. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the hotel. It's humid out here right now, as early as it is. And as you can see, it's extremely overcast. But I'm gonna go back to the hotel and go to the gym, get a little workout in before I eat anything. But they have the free buffet breakfast over at the hotel. But I'm gonna stick to the Thai cuisine, which I guarantee you will be on the buffet. There's no such thing as continental breakfasts over here. For breakfast, they eat rice, they eat chicken, they eat Brussels sprouts, they eat ramen, they eat fruit. And they work. Check them out. Sarika. Just work. Everybody is employed. Everybody's employed. It may not be employed by someone, but everybody's an entrepreneur. Because they realize, just like the biblical stating, if you give a man a fish, that person's gonna just, if you teach a man to fish, then, he's gonna be able to catch his own fish. I'm paraphrasing, of course. These folks know how to survive. So they don't look to someone else to give them anything. They don't look for anybody to give them anything. And I have not seen one person on the street. I have not seen one person with a cardboard, holding up a piece of cardboard saying, I work for food. I have not seen not one sign. Not one sign. Because everybody works. Everybody has a hustle. Yeah, you have your ladies of the night, they be out here in the daytime. Everybody works. Everybody works. Everybody has a hustle. Yeah, I think I put in probably about a mile and a half. Sadika? Oh yeah. I'm starting to sweat. So many Americans are moving over here to the Southeast Asia. And by the end of this tour of mine, this series of videos, you'll understand and realize why. Lifestyle change. Affordability, of course. And that's what, it's all about, lifestyle. And being able to, actually you could have more, but want less. That looks delicious. Have more, but want less. I'm gonna go ahead and head on back to the hotel. The humidity is real, man. It is real. I thought I'd come out here in the lobby and just chill a little bit before I go back to the room. Ooh, man. It's warm in here. I mean, cool in here. That cool air just kind of brought me back to life. Okay, let's get it. Got a little workout in. Thought I'd come in here and get a little breakfast. Got me a little fresh squeezed melon juice. And just ordered a veggie omelet. So after that, I got to contact this realtor so we can sync our time. I think I'm gonna go up and get a shower and give me a little nap before I go anywhere. This is the veggie omelet that I ordered. See it? It's not all over the plate. That's all I'm gonna eat. There's a lot of times, you order a Western omelet. I ordered this is a vegetable omelet. A lot of times, at home you order an omelet, it's all over the plate, right? It takes up the entire plate, and you don't eat all of it. I know I don't. I never eat all of it, right? So this is well proportioned. Let's take a look at it. It has cheese in it, tomatoes, onions, like little red onions, green onions, right? Yeah. That's good. That's good.